Freedom is a word that drifts easily from the lips, a promise whispered by centuries of progress, a concept wrapped in the illusions of choice, independence, and power. And yet, despite all the revolutions, the protests, the shattered chains, and rewritten laws, one must ask, are women truly free? Or have the cages merely changed their shape? The mistake is in thinking that oppression is always overt, that it always arrives as chains, as locked doors, as laws that dictate who you may be and what you may do. That is merely the old form, the obvious form, the kind that history books recognize and rebel against. But the more insidious form, the one that remains, the one that is rarely questioned, is the prison of perception. The unspoken rules, the invisible strings, the quiet expectations that do not need to be enforced because they have been internalized. A woman today is told she is free. She can work, she can vote, she can shape her own life. But look deeper. Freedom is not simply about permission, it is about the absence of control. And control, when it becomes subtle enough, no longer looks like control. It looks like desire. It looks like choice. A woman is told she may do anything, but is still judged for what she chooses. If she focuses on her career, she is asked when she will settle down. If she chooses family, she is asked why she did not dream bigger. If she enjoys her beauty, she is called vain. If she ignores it, she is called careless. No matter which path she walks, there is always a shadow whispering in her ear, questioning, criticizing, redirecting. But what is most dangerous is not that these expectations exist. It is that they are disguised as empowerment. Women are now encouraged to have it all. But in this encouragement is the unspoken demand that they must. They must be successful yet nurturing, independent yet desirable, intelligent yet humble. It is not enough to be. One must be everything. And in this impossible balancing act, freedom becomes another performance, another burden. Even beauty, which has always been a currency, is now marketed as a form of self-expression. But if it were truly free, would it still be necessary? If makeup, fashion, and perfection were entirely choices, why do they follow such predictable patterns, dictated by industries that profit from insecurity? True choice exists only when the rejection of beauty holds the same weight as the pursuit of it. But does it? Or does the world still quietly favor the woman who conforms? And then there is love, another illusion of freedom. A woman may choose her partner, but is she choosing, or is she simply responding to years of conditioning? To be desired is to be valued. To be chosen is to be validated. She is told she needs no one, that she is whole by herself, and yet she is still celebrated most when she is loved by another. How much of her life is shaped not by her own will, but by the echoes of a system that tells her who she should be? Even the idea of strength has been distorted. Women are now praised for their resilience, for their ability to endure, to rise above, to overcome. But in this glorification of strength, there is a quiet admission that suffering is still expected, that the world has not truly changed, only the way it demands survival. A woman is not free simply because she can endure. She is free only when endurance is no longer required. True freedom is not permission. It is not the ability to participate in the same race, to play the same game, to climb the same ladders. True freedom is the absence of expectation, the ability to exist without justification, without performance, without the constant need to prove one's worth. And so, despite all the progress, the question remains: if a woman must still navigate a world that tells her, in 1,000 quiet ways, who she must be, then is she truly free? Or has the prison simply grown so large, so intricate, so delicately woven into the fabric of reality, that she no longer sees its walls? If you enjoy this type of content, please like, share, and subscribe.